Bun B recently took the stand to testify, and I'm hearing that Black Twitter's in an uproar about it. He's catching snitching allegations, and we're going to weigh in and see what we think.
He can't say that.
Sir, you can't
Is he allowed to say that?
Say it louder. Twitter user Phil Lewis says, the man charged with robbing Houston rapper Bun B and his wife Queenie during a home invasion has been sentenced to 40 years in prison. Another Twitter user quotes that saying, Big Bun B out here snitching. For those that are unfamiliar with the situation, let me get you caught up. In 2019, Bun B and his wife Queenie are at home. Queenie hears a knock at the door. Thinking it's a package delivery service, she goes and answers it. Instead, it's DeMonte Jackson pointing a gun at her head, demanding any valuables.
This is ugly, man.
She tells him that she has an Audi in the garage. Bun B hears the commotion from upstairs. He grabs his firearm, runs downstairs, runs to the garage, and sees DeMonte in the Audi trying to steal it. He ends up shooting him. DeMonte flees and goes to the hospital. He's later arrested by the police. Immediately after that 2019 arrest, DeMonte pleads guilty. He's given up his right to a trial, essentially saying, there's no need to fight this.
So the man was caught red-handed. There are witnesses.
When people see Bun B take the stand, he's doing so at sentencing. He's given a victim impact statement detailing how the situation affected him and his family. Bun B explains that he had to move his family from the home, and 5 years later, his wife Queenie is still suffering stress and anxiety from the situation. Now, for those that are saying that's snitching, Charleston White asks an important question.
At what point as a black man am I free to just be a man, to be a husband, to be a father, where I don't have to live by the rules that constantly causes me to fail? I lose playing with these rules. Every nigga I know done lost playing with these rules. So why would I keep playing with them?
No,
I want to break them.
I feel you. Now,
and by the way, I'm willing to be a snitch to stay in my kid's life.
All too often, we have conversations about what's snitching, who's snitching. Let's be clear. The first human instinct is self-preservation. Even people that are in the streets are telling. That's what's keeping 1090 Jake in business. There are some people that are vehemently against speaking to any judicial authority. They look at testifying in court as an extension of talking to the police. And then there's the rest of us, everyday normal citizens that don't want our cars broken into, don't want our things stolen. We don't want to have any run-ins with criminals. We pay into a system that's supposed to protect the community at large. But the worst of us don't want us to have any protections at all from them.
Do so and you will suffer.
They want to be completely unaccountable, knowing that we have everything to lose and nothing to gain. And what we do have, they want to take away without any consequences. I grew up hearing the saying, snitches get stitches. But think, who benefits when somebody's house gets robbed or their car gets broken into and nobody wants to say who did it? One person benefits, and the rest of us have to suffer in silence. I had a situation in my early 20s. An FBI agent called me up and said, hey, can you write a victim impact statement? And I did. I asked for leniency for the guy that scammed me out of 25% of my savings. And to this day, I regret that I did that. I wish he got more than 5 years. The guy in my situation, like DeMonte Jackson in this situation, they don't care about infringing on other people's peace and safety. But when they get the trial and it's time for sentencing, they want people to come up, friends and family, to speak on behalf of them and tell about their good moral character and how they made one simple mistake.
All right, Charles, overall reactions to this sentencing today?
Well, I think Judge Brian Warren got it right. I think he did a great job handing down an appropriate sentence, but I really have to commend Morgan Klein and Tiffany Dupree, the two prosecutors that did a fantastic job pushing back on defense counsel's arguments that can be reduced to, oh, he was mentally ill, oh, he has a low IQ, oh, he's a drug addict. When they pointed out that he was, an athlete, he attended college, he graduated high school, he had an indulgent father, and he just never had consequences. And I think the judge saw through all the nonsense and handed down the right sentence both for the Freeman family and for this city.
Now, when it comes to sentencing, judges do have a little bit of leeway. Cornell Law School says that mitigating factors include an ability for the criminal to reform, development, disability, an addiction to illegal substances or alcohol that contributed to the criminal behavior, and past good deeds, among other things. Recognition of particular mitigating factors varies by jurisdiction. What this means is, before the crime was committed, at the time the crime was committed, up to sentencing, who were you? What kind of factors could increase or decrease the amount of time that the judge gives you? Unfortunately, I don't think we as a community should have to suffer so one person can run rampant doing whatever they want. So, to DeMonte Jackson, enjoy those 40 years. You earned them. Well, that's been the content for today. Please subscribe, like, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. Did Bun B snitch? Until next time. Peace.